Welcome. This message is going to be for Tuesday, April 13th. And again, I'm going to use the Angel Guide Oracle by Kyle Gray. And then I am going to use the Darkness of Light Tarot. Oh, if I can get my stuff together today. All right, here we go. Take charge and action. Self-acceptance. So, some, divine timing. We've had this one recently. All right. So we're having some self-confidence issues. And it's not just a body image type thing. It is also coming back to this theme of, I'm not sure if I deserve things. That's also self-confidence as well, that you are worthy of having great experiences and being happy, healthy, and abundant in the things that are important to you. What I am seeing is, originally I pulled the divine timing in reversal. So I think this is really where a struggle point is in this storyline of having self-confidence issues. I think that you're kind of hung up on, I did the work and I'm not getting the fruits of the labor out of it. In that, unfortunately, you're doing the right thing, but it's the stuff that's going on behind the scenes, that divine timing, that is not in alignment with your expectations right now. And there's nothing wrong with this, but as a human being, when we're putting effort into something, we are doing it for a particular outcome. So when it's not coming to us in this logical way that we expect it to, because we did the work, it's what's wrong with me? Why can't I have that? So it's almost like, asking God for something and then you don't get it and you wonder, am I not good enough to have this? Did I not do the right things? What am I doing wrong that I can't have those things? And it's nothing that you're doing. I want to reiterate that. It's nothing that you're doing. There is something going on behind the scenes that is occurring that you're not privy to. So, for instance, you're looking for a partner in life. You're looking for somebody that fills a void, and you're doing all those things that would pull this kind of person in. You're matching that vibrational level. You want somebody who's adventurous, so you're being more adventurous yourself. You're stepping out of your comfort zone so that you're in that energy of what you want to bring in, and it's still not happening. It's still not happening. Well, another aspect of it is outside of your control too. There's only so much that you have control over in the manifestation process. This person, you're not manufacturing a human being on your own. You're not putting your order in and they're cooking up this person and they're going to be, perfect for you and then just delivered in a nice package. This person also has a life, and they have things that they're manifesting, and they have work that they're doing on themselves they have free will in this too, and they might be your perfect person, but they're not going to come into your life when you want it because you did the work, because they have to do the work too, and their timeline might be a little different. So this is actually a pretty good example. If you go to, have a reading like with me or with somebody else, and they kind of give you a timeline of when something's going to happen for you, you have to take into consideration that that's not finite. That's not defined. It's sort of the energy that's happening now when it's likely to happen. And when it doesn't happen, it doesn't mean that they were wrong or that it's not going to happen for you. It's just something else shifted. Maybe this other thing, this person, let's continue with that example. This other person has something that they need to work through before they can be the person that you need them to be. Right? So it's the timing of it. Again, the divine timing of things needs to happen in the right order. Because if you kind of, get this person too early in their maturity in this life, then they're not going to be exactly what you want them to be. And it might not end well. It could be very much disastrous and more hurtful than if you patiently wait for that to manifest the way that it needs to. So again, you're not doing anything wrong. You're right where you need to be. If there's other things that you think that you can control to set you up for success when the opportunity comes, then that's great. Take that opportunity and run with it. Do those things that will put you in the position to be fully ready to receive. And that's the only thing you have control over. You don't have control over when it comes. You have control over if you're ready to receive it when it does come. All right, let's get some more clarity on that. All right. What do we got? 9 of Blades. Okay, there's definitely some healing, some big healing going on. I think it's more you than it is them. I think there's something that's surfacing again from a hurt that you felt like you were over, but it's coming back. So it's cycling back through, and I think this time, if you don't ignore it and you face it head on and you deal with it, it'll be the last time it comes around, because this 9 is like a completion of a cycle. So I think that this is the last time you're gonna feel the repercussions of whatever had occurred that caused this hurt. You're gonna deal with it, the last little bit that's left over, and you're gonna sweep it up and put it in the garbage, and off it goes. So that's good. It's a good thing. Okay. The Chariot. I had a feeling this one was going to come up. So this has been sort of a cyclical thing for you for a while, maybe even over a few lifetimes. And there's a comfort level in misery and rejection and feeling bad. There's a level of comfort there because it's almost too familiar. I think you're breaking the cycle this time. Again, number 9. It's coming full circle, and it's going to take care of itself. I feel pretty hopeful about this one. Okay, Queen of Wands. The Universe reversed. Okay. I'm gonna pull another one. Five of Blades reversed. So I think that in the past, this particular scenario that's you're still having that reverberation from the pain. This was about, finally coming out and vocalizing something with this other person that really meant something to you, for you to vocalize it. It was very hard to be that truthful. And it was all about your emotions with this particular connection. And it kind of went upside down, because it was a victorious moment in that you were able to vocalize something so personal for yourself, but they weren't in that emotionally intelligent place to be able to take that in and care for that and appreciate those things that you had to say. So it was almost like a slap in the face, but it wasn't that they weren't hearing what you were saying, but they just weren't emotionally intelligent enough at the time to what is that I'm trying to think of, to give it back to you, to really vocalize their own appreciation for you saying that. It's like when you tell somebody you love them and they just kind of laugh it off because it was like a defense mechanism, and they might love you back, or they might say it back, but there's this awkwardness to it, and that's their level of emotional intelligence that is lacking, and it had nothing to do with you, but you take it personal. Again, with this, really all of it, you took charge of the situation and you voiced what you needed to, and you did it with your full heart. And you kind of struggle with self-acceptance after that. I put myself out there and it slapped me in the face. And again, what's wrong with me? Why can't I get somebody to love and appreciate me back? So I think that's what happened here. And there was a victory in it, but it didn't feel like it was, because it slapped you in the face. And it turned everything kind of upside down, and you went back in your shell a little bit. That sound familiar? So you've been in this place of hurt that, well, I'm never going to speak my feelings again. I'm not going to be, vocalizing how I really feel. I'm going to put my guard up, because that's where I can't put myself in a vulnerable place. And you can certainly do that, but then you're not doing the healing work to move past this. You're actually sort of putting the monster in the cage with you. So you're kind of trapped in this space of reliving it, feeling it, not allowing yourself the opportunity to really let it go. But with this cycle, once you get past this 9 energy of the completion of the cycle, 10 of Blades reversed, you're going to come out of that, the self-pity, the feeling like a victim, feeling picked on, unworthy, all those ugly things that we do to ourselves when we're hurt. We kind of blame ourselves, or we feel like the world's out to get us. That's going to be flipped right around. That sad pity party energy is not going to be sticking around for very long. And it shouldn't either, because when this person, comes in, or whatever this opportunity is that you've been hoping and praying for and working for, when it comes in, you don't want to be, having the welcome party for it while also having your own pity party at the same time. Like, that's not it's not cohesive to where you want to go. It doesn't bring happiness, you know? Okay, King of Wands. The Empress reversed. And the Page of Coins reversed. All right. All right, I think you need to stay on this path of being vocal, of getting so comfortable with saying uncomfortable things. You know, practice on your friends. Tell them how much you love them all the time, so that when it comes out, it's not like a shock and awe. It feels natural to be saying those things. It feels natural to voice what you need to and for it to be accepted. You know, do that with your friends, with the people that you trust, because they're going to help sort of facilitate that feeling of being held and comforted and supported when you have something important that you need to say. So do that often, as much as you can. It always brightens somebody else's day to hear that they're loved, even if it's by their friends, even if it's a platonic love. Like, that feels great. Yeah. Okay. Empress reversed. Page of Coins reversed. I think you might get hung up in the if this is a love scenario that you're trying to bring in your partner, I think you might kind of go back and forth between, I just want to have fun and I want to have my hookups and I want to enjoy, you know, having the freedom to whatever with whoever. And then also, I really want a relationship. So you're gonna go through both of those sort of thought patterns back and forth, ping-ponging it. And I think you just have to work through that one. I don't have a particular word of advice for that. I think it's gonna run its course. And again, you're waiting for this other person at the same time, or this other opportunity. If this is not a person that you're trying to bring in, it's going to be more of if this is a home, if you're trying to get a house or a new living situation, you need to tighten your purse strings a little bit. Because I think you're starting to potentially be filling a void with buying yourself stuff. And that's going to be a lot of stuff you're going to have to move when you finally get your house or your new apartment or whatever. I just see too much stuff accumulating, and it's actually going to cause you more anxiety. One, because it's less money that you have to put into the new place. And two, it's just like this sort of hoarding situation. Like, you're just filling an emotional void with things. That's interesting. All right, I'm gonna do one more of these. Yeah, 5 of Coins. You're looking for your salvation, your sanctuary, whether that's a place or a human being. You're looking for that, and I think you're gonna find it. I have no reason to think that you won't. I think there's some things that are within your control and things that are not. And having the wisdom to know the difference is going to be the lesson here. I think that's the bigger part of the message today is knowing what you have control and what you do not have control over. Letting those things go that you have no control over, trusting it. And the things you do have control over, understanding what you can do so that you feel like you're making progress towards something. So when these things do manifest and the opportunities present themselves to you, that you are ready to receive it. All right. There's a big message for Tuesday, April 13th. And yeah, I'll leave it at that. All right. Take care, guys.